bit of a long story, but I was hit by a truck driving to work in my car and had a severe injury, and flew me to Royal Perth Hospital and put some pins in my arm, 3 big titanium pins. And then luckily I met a Feldenkrais practitioner who told me that, well, it's not going to heal if you're going to move it like that. And I spoke to my surgeon. He said, oh, you'll end up with a frozen shoulder, you have to do this. And then I went back to the Feldenkrais practitioner, and she said, just the only way that'll heal is rest. And so it's through the Feldenkrais practitioner who got me to keep it still for about 6 to 8 weeks. Then we got an x-ray done, and sure enough the bone was starting to heal. So from then on I stayed with the Feldenkrais practitioner, and we started doing exercises in the water. She taught me how to swim better. I was swimming like this and trying to copy my bad arm to copy my good arm, but the practitioner, Feldenkrais, went, no, get your good arm to copy your bad arm. And all of a sudden I started swimming properly. The body was balanced, and that was great. And since then I've been doing work on the ski and swimming and surfing and Tai Chi, and I put it down to meeting a Feldenkrais practitioner, and it was so much common sense. I was repeating myself, but I haven't got the plate and the screws, and I don't have a limp because they took bone off my hip, and I'm feeling healthy and well.
I got into Feldenkrais work after a car accident in 1995, and I was referred by a doctor to a Feldenkrais practitioner because I had a lot of pain and I had a lot of neurological injuries. And from that time I did Feldenkrais with the practitioner a couple of times a week until I started to recover. Tried a number of different things, but at that stage I basically, the specialists and all the pain management people were really just down to injections, facet joints and injections and spinal blocks. And basically reading and writing, I couldn't read at all, and I couldn't understand language speaking at that stage. And it took me a fair while to get that. My motor skills were greatly affected, and I had really poor balance. To start with, what we worked on was actually learning what comfort was and learning how to lessen my pain level so that I could actually start to get some sleep. And with that, it enabled my brain to have a bit more free space, so then I started to relearn how to move and read and speak and that sort of things. Okay, I have developed a program with another colleague called Feel It Fun, and it works with children with learning difficulties and coordination problems. And these children are basically children that go to mainstream school, but they aren't doing well in the world, so their teachers see them having a problem, or their parents see them as having a problem. These children just think they're normal and they don't know anything different. That's how their life is. They often can be either over-excitable or under-excitable. They can have poor balance. They are the sort of child that had difficulty learning how to ride a bike. They're the child that doesn't get ready for school in the morning without lots of cueing from their parents. The child never seems to hand the homework in, loses their lunch, loses their school bag, those sort of children. When we see them, you look at them and you go, wow, no wonder this child is struggling. And they know themselves. When you say to them, was that easy? Could you stand in that way and hold something in a particular way? And they go, no, that was so hard, I didn't know that. And they're always surprised. They don't realise they're working so hard. And once they learn how hard they're working, their world changes. They're happier kids, and they just learn because they want to learn. It's not a challenge for them to learn.